Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. It's your first time on He Rants. I want to let you know I'm just a random guy. Let's talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you'll always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure. Those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Email me. Description box below. But let's not waste no more time. We got another reaction. You already seen the title. You already seen the thumbnail. So let's get into it. This video was brought to you guys by Cash Out Mall. Cash Out Mall, man. Thank you, man. He was in the DMs, no homo. Definitely sent me this video and everything like that, man. And I already saw who was in it, and I was like, yo, this is gonna be an interesting video. Automatically, you guys already know who it is, man. You guys already seen the thumbnail and everything. So I've made videos about this joint many times, man. But Cash Out Mall was just like, F it. Let me still send them another one. And I appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all keep sending these videos in, man. Just any video you guys feel like you guys want me to react to, definitely send them to me so I'll definitely see what I can do. Let's not waste more time, though. Let's get right into this.
A nice, pretty, small vagina. So I like a nice, decent size. I do not want this. No,
what you want?
you.
Under 8 inches?
Yeah, like 7, 8.
7?
That's decent. Yes, 7.
Damn, Dan, you an overachiever.
No, you'd say 7?
Yeah, I'll take a 7.
That's good. Under 6 inches is too small. Like, people knows that.
She got a deep vagina. We never talk about that, right? We never talk about, we always say the dude's wood is small, right? But we never talk about, what if the girl's vagina is as deep as, like, you know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? You know how they, like, come straight from the sewers, right? What if it's as deep as a sewer hole, right? What if you could just really just jump in there, dive in there like a firefighter or something like that? We never talk about that, right? You guys know what I'm saying, when you jump in, like, you know, or better yet, a firehouse. You know, a firehouse, you drop down the pole, son, and it's just like a whole nother world when you slide down the pole, son. It's like, oh my God, so much space. How do we know her vagina's not like that? So we always automatically jump to the dude's penis is small, son. That's unfair. That's unfair, man. We gotta make it fair somehow, son. If a girl was to say the dude's wood is small, son, we have to see, like, listen, how deep is your vagina? How wide is your vagina? If I take a whole tree trunk, you know, a freaking grand oak tree, and it can fit in your vag, I think then at that point, I'm like, listen, I don't know if anybody can really fill you up, right? Can anybody really fill you up at this point, son? How do we know that his wood is really, really small? And I know a lot of you guys might be saying, like, oh, Felix, are you saying you have a small wood? Absolutely not. I'm above average. I'm above average. Stop playing with me, son. You can play with your mother like that, but not like me. Wait, that didn't make sense. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, son, 5.5 inches is the average size of a male's wood, right? That's white, black, all that stuff. You know, they try to say black men have bigger joints. Hey, it is what it is, son. I don't know. Maybe it's true because I'm above average. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? But she talking about 8 inches, like that's not nothing. The girl Daddy Duce was like, oh, your joint's small. I'm gonna turn the video back on, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn the video back on. Well, I'm mad that she said, like, oh yeah, so you want smaller than 8 inches, like, bruh, like, what you talking about? She just said she had a small vag. Small vag? You talking about 8 inches? 8 inches ain't small, guys. That ain't no regular average size joint, son. That's considered large.
Wow, penis so big penis.
Well, I guess it is a pretty good size.
Minasan, kite. This man has a very big penis.
Y'all know what 8 inches is, bro? That's considered large. A woman's joint is only about 3 inches deep, right? But of course it expands when aroused. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Yeah. Let's get back in the video, because I said you feel me like 20 minutes straight. I don't know how the hell it's getting weird, but let's get back to this.
Inches is too small. Like, people knows that. And the 6 inches, like, I'm not gonna, like, a dude with like a 2 inches penis, that's a baby penis. That's too small.
I have to be very honest with you. As somebody who loves sex, I've dedicated my career to this. Sex has changed for me.
It's changed because all the years of you get your back blown out. You feel me? You feel me? You feel
From 29 to 39. And I know that it will change from 39 to 49. And if I look at scholarly articles for older adults, sex and sexuality changes because after you have to have a hip replaced or you have fucking arthritis, riding a dick looks different.
Yo. Yeah. Tell me that you got your back blown out before. hey, you talk about a hip replacement. Slim. I understand what you're saying, man. I'm being facetious, man. I definitely am. But this is funny though, because this is making me think about the other video I did a reaction to. You guys seen that video before, right? When she was in it, I think it was on the same session, right? It was the same session, and she was on there talking about like, stop saying you're gonna beat the joint up, son. Stop saying you're gonna beat the joint up, yeah, because she probably had her joint beaten up, son, trifled with, destroyed, demolished. Right? To the point of talk about hip replacements and stuff like that. She probably has a hip replacement in her future. Basically what she's trying to say. Maybe the arthritis in her joint right there. Maybe she's not able to ride the joint either. She might be copping a plea right now. Who knows? She might be like, hey, you see my joint on eight at the table, right? You see, I'm not sturdy like I used to be, son. I ain't sturdy out here, you feel me? So it might be a little something back. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the joint, son. I'm not sure, son. But that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Somebody definitely destroy her joint. She don't want nobody to beat it up no more, son. She don't want it. She's gotten it beaten up in her youth. Right now, all that mileage from getting that joint beat up has come up to her, and it's biting her in the ass. It's biting her in the ass. Jordan is definitely hurt her. You feel me? You feel me? I'm not about to do that again. Son. Yeah, I caught myself this time. Yeah. See? I did the laugh. I did the laugh. That's the precursor to the joint. I'm not even about to say it. All right. But yeah, son, like, we have to understand this, right? A lot of joints out here is having the deep joints. Danny do say, son, the more she gets on this show, man, I don't know. She's going to have to find a husband is going to be very, very difficult, right? She's going to have to find a super simp of a husband. I'm talking about a galactic simp. A World Galactic Simp Federation, son. Like, to find, like, because to me, she screams very high body count, right? And people's gonna be like, oh, you're just being immature. Why do you care about her body count and all that stuff? I'm like, listen, son, I don't understand why people try to say you're immature for caring about body count. That's not immature, son. I want to see that my girl is able to sustain herself. She has the ability to get, wood anytime that she pleases, right? But if she's able to stop herself from going under those freaking temptations, I see her as more valuable, right? So that, to me, that gives me the vision that she's less likely to cheat, right? Danny do say, like you guys seen, I did a reaction. I'm not sure when I'm posting it, if I posted it before or after this one. But with her, she was talking about some, you know what I'm saying? If the dude has money, if the dude's not protecting the money. Let's not go into Danny. Let's focus on the task at hand, right? Let's focus on this joint, son. Let's focus on the wood joint, son. I've heard so many girls say size matters. I've heard so many girls say size doesn't matter, right? Here's what I've come to the conclusion. Size matters. It does. It definitely does matter when you're smashing a girl, son. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, right? But I will tell you this. There's a caveat, right? If I'm using that word, right? There's a nuance or caveat. I gotta go back. I've been using words, trying to sound all smarticle and stuff, son, and I've been mixing them up and stuff. But whatever. Let's just say this. At the end of the day, you don't have to be huge. You don't have to be 7-8 inches. You don't. You really don't, son. Trust me. I've never seen this guy's wood, right? But one of my buddies, he was telling me a story about one of his mans that he saw his wood, right? Keep in mind, this buddy I'm talking about, he's Caucasian, right? So he saw his other man's wood. White guys, they see each other's dicks all the time. It's a normal thing. It's not like super gay with them. They just wild, having fun. It's weird. I know it's weird, son. It's a whole different world, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, so he said like he caught his man smashing this girl, and then happened to see his wood, son. His wood is tiny. It was very minuscule, right? And he ended up going to the girl, talking to the girl, and afterwards like, yo, is my man's, like, is his, like, was the sex good? Because he said that she was screaming. She was like, it seemed like she was having a grand old time. And he's just thinking to himself, like, man, either she's a world-class actress faker, or he's really dropping it down, which to him it's just like, how? His penis is so small.
So smooth.
And not only that, his man be gloating about how small his penis is. He be saying like, yo, my joint is tiny as hell, but I'll still smash a girl and destroy her guts, right? Which doesn't even make sense to me, because you can't even get up to the guts, right? You can barely get into the inside and stuff. He's saying the joint is real small and stuff, right? Hey, but that's neither here nor there, right? But here, so she said like, yeah, man, his penis is really, really small, but it's freaking amazing. It's great. It's nice. All right. So size matters, but it doesn't. It's also the motion in the ocean, but you can't be tiny, right? Maybe this girl that dude ran into, or maybe the girls that he's finding into, maybe he's hitting the lottery. He's finding small vagina women, right? Even though the average woman's vagina depth is 3 inches, right? And he might be maybe 4 inches, maybe 5 inches, who knows, right? It's a little bit of size, motion in the ocean, but you can't be incredibly tiny. You can't be out here with the micro joints at 2 inches, 3 inches, even though the joint's 3 inches deep. Let's be honest, 3 inches deep, but how your thrust is going to be, you can't even really thrust. You'd have to go like this, because if you bring it out too far, it's gonna escape the joint. It's like, you know, be mostly balls, right? Maybe you just imagine you just had balls and your joint is like small. You probably, when you piss, you have to lift your balls back so you won't piss on your balls and stuff. That seems bad. But I'll tell you this though, man. If you guys are one of my viewers and you have a small wood, man, I want you to understand you can find a girl who will care and love for you, son. Right? Love you for who you are and not what you. I'm sorry. You can find that girl. You can, right? I'll be honest with you. You can. Your personality got to be on point. You might have to have a little bit of money. You might have to have a little bit of game. And you might just have to be very attractive too. You know, there's certain things, right? But you can find a girl who's still going to be able to put up with a small wood. You definitely can, right? But unless you have the other things that I named, the girl might not be as attractive as you would want her to. She might not be a supermodel. But who knows? You might. There's some joints that might just be able to say F it, right? Especially if you're handsome. If you're very, very handsome, you got a small wood, she might put up with it. You know, the kids might look good if we have kids, regardless if he has a small wood. Man, there's a lot of joints out here, man. In my college, there was a dude, he was smashing joints left and right. He had a very small wood. I've never seen it, but girls have told me like, yo, his joint is really small, son. 2 small wood stories in one video. This is getting pretty homo. Oh, well, I will say this. One girl specifically did come up to me and tell me, hey, his wood was very small and she was not trying to risk a body on that, right? She felt like it'd be a waste of a body how small his wood was. So she declined his offer of having intercourse when she saw the wood in her presence. Situations like that can happen, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, he has smashed more than he has lost. That's what I feel, at least. That's what I feel, because when I tell you he smashed so many joints throughout the campus, he has smashed so many joints throughout the campus, right? I was impressed. And just to hear the fact that he had a small wood was crazy to me, right? Could it also be the fact that a lot of these girls were lying? Possibly, right? Just off the fact that he's smashing all of them. They all wish that he'd probably wife them up, right? But at the same time, I somewhat don't think that's true, right? Because there's a lot of all other guys who were smashing a lot of joints in the campus too. And they weren't saying those guys had small woods. They were saying this guy specifically. And this guy's actually a very nice guy. He's actually a very cool, chill, pretty nice guy, right? He just, you know, he's in the frat and everything, just like I was in the frat. You know, when you get frats, when you're in the frat, you get hoes. It's just a circle of life. Hoes just be throwing the puss at you on a daily basis, right? So he was able to smash so many damn joints. It's freaking ridiculous. A lot more joints than I could ever imagine him smashing, right? That's also because I was holding myself back and I was lazy. Sometimes I don't feel like going on a prowl. You can say that's making excuses, but I'm telling you it's the truth. My frat brothers will tell you. They'll tell you. Sometimes I get lazy. I'm just like, whatever. It's whatever. Maybe another time I'll smash. You feel me? It'd be like that. When you're getting that much pussy, you can do that. You definitely can. You definitely can do that, right? But yeah, son. So situations like it. I guess size matters, but I guess in a sense, because I feel like I'm contradicting myself. But size does matter, right? Especially if you want to keep your girl, right? If she was gonna leave you because your wood is small, I know you might say, oh, she must be for the streets, possibly. But at the same time, she still gotta receive pleasure, right? Your head game gotta be immaculate. It gotta be immaculate, man. But I think if you have 5 inches, I think 5 inches you might be able to do something, right? I mean, average size is 5.5, so that means it's probably 5 inches. Maybe 4.5 might even be good enough, to be honest with you. Maybe 4.5 might. Right? Maybe 4. Who knows? I wouldn't know. We have to, you know, because to be honest with you, a lot of girls don't even know what sizes are. They really don't. A girl will say 8 inches and you pull up, your joint is really 6 inches or something like that. In her mind, she thinks 8 inches. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know sizes. They don't have a ruler, son. They don't know some ruler size of your joint. They don't have no idea what size wood you got, bruh. You feel me? So even when they say certain stuff, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, right? Like, yeah, I've been messing with guys with 7 inches, 9, 10 inches. Like, y'all know what 10 inches is, bro? Like, I've heard joints say like 10 inches. Like, bro, do you know what 10 inches is, bro? Like, 10 inches, and you took the whole thing? That's what? Would you even want to have a 10-inch wood, son? Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, if I like getting head, son. If I get head and I got a 10-inch wood, that's a lot of wood not being touched. That's a lot of wood not being touched. Of course, you can do the 2-hand, but it's like, but I want to get as deep down as possible, son. If it's 10 inches, she's not putting all the way down, son, unless you find some type of KK Vish, whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know, or Keki, or Keki, or whatever her name is. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those people. Unless you get those type of joints, I don't see how this could work, man. I don't know. I really don't know how it would work. It wouldn't be that much fun after a while. And there's a lot of joints that's not letting you put the whole thing in. No way. You're gonna mess up their insides. You're gonna legitimately be smashing their guts. But it is what it is, man. Maybe Danny do say, maybe she'll like that, right? But that's all I gotta say on this, man. I'm messing up. Yeah. Yeah, if you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you'll be on the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like. I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, man offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Email me. Description links below. That's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.